All right, guys. So welcome to the first round of training here. This video is a installment of multiple videos to show you guys how to get set up and be profitable in the market. So for those that don't know me, my name is Nicholas Jones, but everybody calls me Sage Jones. Sage Jones was actually my stage name when I was an artist. I did music for over 15 years. I've had multiple record deals. I'm also a graphic designer and also a forex trader. I dabble in a lot of things. I also am in IT. So right now I am currently an IT specialist for a medical school. But you know, that's the stitch on me. I'm a father of 3. And I'm just trying to help people like you be profitable in the market and learn how to trade. So what we're going to do here is going to just get to the meat and potatoes of what we're doing here. So this is the first strategy. There will be 3 strategies in this course. This particular strategy I call the the neon lines strategy. And if you can tell here, everything is neon. So you got your neon colors here and your neon arrows, and specifically that. So I mean, you don't have to have these particular colors, but I came up with the title for this particular strategy based off the colors that I have here. So so what we're going to do here, now this strategy will work on MetaTrader 5, also MetaTrader 4. I only trade on MetaTrader 5 now, just because I just like the dynamic of how MetaTrader 5 works on the mobile device and on computers. But let's just get down to the meat and potatoes of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove all of our items here, right? All right, so we have a bare bones chart, GBP, JPY. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the left side of the screen and we're going to find our moving average. So our moving average is here. It will be within the trend area here of our indicators. So we go to trend, find our moving average, drag it to the screen. Now it's gonna show our parameters here for the moving average here. What you're going to do is you're going to type in 21, exponential, close, change the color to white, hit OK, right? Then we're going to go back to the moving average, drag that to the screen, and this time you're going to choose 10. We're going to click our style. We'll do purple. Boom, right? Now we're gonna go over to our Bill Williams folder here, right? So if you're using excuse me, if you're using MetaTrader 5, you'll find the Bill Williams folder there. It should also be on MT4, but I suggest use MT5. That's just my preference. So you'll find the Bill Williams folder here, and you're going to find the Awesome Oscillator. Drag that to the screen. Now, this strategy is very, very simple. You're going to, as you can see here, we have our different colors. what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how we enter the market in a buy, and I'll show you how we enter it in a sell. So if we're going to buy, we're going to go on to the 15-minute chart. This strategy is only ran on the 15-minute time frame. Do not use anything higher. All my trades are ran on the 15-minute or the 5-minute. So on the 15-minute, we find a crossover here at this point. We also see a crossover here on the Awesome Oscillator. So what we do is we wait until we get an active candle in the uptrend going this way to do a buy trade, right? Now, as you can see, if we got in on this trade, which I took this trade earlier today, this was a trade that I got into when I sent to my group earlier, and we netted $100 and something profit in my Telegram group. So this is an actual trade that I did take. So we got in at the crossover here. We made sure that the Awesome Oscillator was turning pink here, right? And was crossing above, going above the 0 line on the Awesome Oscillator, right? So, sorry, let's add our levels. So we'll just add level, boom. So we got our 0. We got our we got our crossover here on the Awesome on the between the moving averages, and then our crossing over the 0 line on the Awesome Oscillator going up into the uptrend, right? So once we have gotten either 1 or 2 lines on the Awesome Oscillator going up, we know that we can enter the trade. Now, I typically will enter a trade for in the 15-minute time frame for 45 to 35. When we like 30 to 45 minutes, right? Maybe an hour. But you can choose to get out of the trade when you start seeing the colors on the Awesome Oscillator change. So when you see an aqua color here, aqua color line create itself, that is a sign that you can start getting out of the market. Because as you can see, once that aqua line started, from this point down, the market started reversing itself, going this way. And I know these are a lot of lines all over the place. So let me just clear all that, right? So you would get out here when this first Awesome Oscillator line creates itself, it changes color. Take your profit there, right? Then we would wait to see if the market comes back down and crosses over each other and goes below the 0 on the Awesome Oscillator, or we'll just see if it's going to keep going in the uptrend. Now, if it keeps going in the uptrend, you'll get another pink candle or pink Awesome Oscillator line here, right? Which it's letting you know the market is still going up. But we don't want to be greedy. We want to take our money from the market and leave. That's it. So once this particular line creates itself, route. It's very, very simple. Not much to this strategy. 3 indicators. These 3 indicators will help you get into the market and get out. Now, the smart thing when you're taking these particular type of trades is to be zoomed in so you can see these moves correctly, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you is that this is how this is the market zoomed all the way out. So we want to zoom in 1, 2, 3, 4. So we zoom in 4 times so we can actually see this cross up close. Now, I'm going to show you something. The cross doesn't just happen here. It happens here. It happens here. It happens here. It happens here. So imagine how many trades you can get into during the week based off of these crosses between the Awesome Oscillator and your moving averages. So let's be clear, right? Let's clear all these, clear them off, boom. Let's jump back up. As I was saying before, we're going to find our crossing of our moving averages here, the 10 exponential. So we got a 10 EA. I'm sorry, 10 EMA. I apologize, not 10 EA. So 10 EMA, right? Then we got a 21 EMA. And then we have our AOS, right? So we got our 10 EMA, our 21 EMA, our AMS. These are the only 3 moving averages. These are only 3 indicators that you'll need to perform this particular strategy. Now, sorry, my office light chain cuts itself off. So give me 1 second. I apologize. You know, that's how you know this is raw, this isn't scripted. So we clear this. Now, I'm going to show you an extra caveat that can actually help you know if you should stay in the trend direction of the market, or it will help you catch the crossovers when you need them, right? So I have an indicator here that I use, an arrow indicator that I use here, right? Called the BC trend point. So the BC trend point, which will, if you purchase this course, if you're here, you purchase the course. So this indicator will be in the list of downloads that you'll be able to use, right? Or at least list of indicators you'll be able to use, right? So what we do is we drag the BC trend indicator to the screen. Now, I know the information in this area looks like absolute gibberish. It looks like it's Russian, right? But it's that way, so that way these parameters can't be copied, right? So But what you're going to do here is to maximize your entries and then make sure that you're making correct choices when you enter the market. You're going to add the BC trend point to this strategy. So you can take these trades without the indicator, but you can also take these trades with this indicator, right? So let me show you. So you drag your BC trend point indicator to the screen. You're going to go here. And in this area, you double click where it says SSP. We're not changing anything else but the SSP, right? So we go SSP and we're going to do 17. We type 17 here, right? Now we're going to go here and we're going to find this here. We're going to find the trend, the time frame that we want, right? So we're going to click here, uncheck this. We're going to only use this indicator on the 15-minute time frame. So we're click here, down to the 15, get the hours out of here, daily, weekly, monthly, because we're not using any of that, any of it. We're not using any of that. So we're going to click OK. And as you can see, with the BC trend point, we got an arrow here letting us know that the market was about to change direction. And when it changed direction, we waited until the crossover happened here, and we waited until the Awesome Oscillator broke through the zero above here, above this point, above the zero here. And our colors were pink. And what we do is we ride with the trend point arrow. You can just hold this until you get another signal, right? So there's no, you see here that the signal hit, but there was no new signals, right? Saying that the market was going back in the other direction. Now, this arrow allows you to hold your trade longer for a longer period of time because you got a confirmation that it's still going up. When you receive an arrow telling you that the market is going back down, that's when you can get out. If you're trading without this, without the BC trend point, you want to get out when the color changes on the Awesome Oscillator. I repeat, if you're using the BC trend indicator, you can wait until you get an adverse signal saying that the market is changing direction. So you can hold it until you get that signal. Or you can decide to get out when the Awesome Oscillator changes color. To be safe, you can always get out when the Awesome Oscillator decides to change color, just to be safe. But this arrow is pretty on point. So we'll go back and I'll show you. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So we're going to go ahead and show you what I'm saying, right? So when you see here, what do you see here? You see BC trend point indicator giving you a signal. The crossover chain happened here. It broke below the zero. And this went down, 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 down. And then you got an adverse trading arrow saying that the market is about to change. You could have got out here. You could have gotten out here. Once that happened, you got another arrow showing you that the market is still going down. You could have got back in here and rolled it down more. Because remember, we're only exiting the trade when We only exit in the trade when we see clarification that the market is about to go the other direction with the crossovers. But as you can see, there's no crossovers here, none. You got an arrow telling you that the market is still going downward, right? Now, this is with the BC trend point. That's if you're using it. Now, if you choose not to use the BC trend point, then you get out when the colors start changing here. Take your profits, get out. Now, it happened here. Boom. Let's scroll down. This is when we seen the market change. See, when it broke through and then back up, right? So we'll go back further, right? We had it happen here. It broke through. It got a signal, crossover, went above the Awesome Oscillator, went up, went above. You got in, and then you could have got out, right? So the crossover, the arrow hit here, you could have gotten out here and to close your profit, right? Same thing happened here. Crossover, you got an arrow, crossover happened here, could have gotten out, right? Same thing happened here. Crossover happened below the Awesome Oscillator, could have got in. Crossover happened here, arrow hit, Awesome Oscillator broke through, could have got out here. Crossover happened here. Same thing over and over and over again. This strategy is a pretty simple size strategy, nothing complicated. So I hope you grasp this particular strategy. I try not to make these videos very long, so because I know you guys are going to go through and piece this and replay it over and over and over again to try to get a full understanding of how it works. So, but that's it. That is the strategy. I hope you guys, I hope this helped. And if this isn't the strategy for you, there will be 2 other ones that might work best for you. So, all right, guys, see you in the next video.